Hi, Ely.
Hi. Hi, Liz.
I'm so happy to be here with. So may I ask you some questions?
Oh, please.
Okay. I would like to hear about how you got started on your artistic path.
Well, I went to art school in São Paulo, Brazil. Yeah. I study at the School of Communication and Arts at the University of São Paulo. And there, the course was actually to teach arts. Yeah, it was to get a teaching degree. But actually, you had a little of each subject. And for me, printmaking was more appealing. And that's how I got started in arts. And then after that, I work a little as a museum guide, yeah, in the education department. And then after that, I had like on and off. When I had the chance, yeah, I would show my works. And then later, I started working with language. Then I work like more than 18 years as a language teacher, interpreter, and translator.
So
And
you
then
have a
when I
variety of different experiences. You have experiences of making art, of teaching language, of showing your works. Keep going. I interrupted you.
well, I think that in the end, one thing helps the other. Like my my teaching experience in language now helps me to teach printmaking, and I've been also creating other course to help other artists that is more related to art business. And
Okay.
but
I have
then
so many questions.
I kind of restarted, to be more related to arts in a professional way when I came to the US at the end of 2013. And then I started working only with language, but then I had one chance to show in one place, and then this one opened other opportunities in other places, and then I started to interact more with the art community and find other things to do, other places to show, and then and now I'm trying to show and apply for grants, and also start to teach, both. Or I started actually in 2016 to teach printmaking, but I think that since last year I was more intense in teaching this coaching or art business courses.
So I'd like to ask you two questions. And the first question is, what is printmaking? And the second is, I want to hear more about the course that you're teaching.
Okay. Well, printmaking in a very easy way to explain is that, for example, if you have painting or drawing, you just have your pencil or your brush, and it goes directly, to the canvas or the paper. But printmaking, normally you need something that we call the matrix. So you prepare your design, on this matrix, and then you transfer the image. And because you transfer the image, you can create multiples, depending on the technique. These two here, they are called monoprints. They are like one of a kind. You can find some similarities, but it's created in a way that I can't reproduce many of them. But for people that are not familiar with printmaking, the easiest way to connect with that is t-shirts. T-shirts actually use one printmaking technique, that is the screen printing. Yeah,
Okay.
you know that it's not direct.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay. So tell us about your course, Organizing Your Artistic Path. Now, this sounds to me like it's something that would be interesting, not just for artists, but for a lot of people, because organizing is something that, probably more than just artists need, but I'm sure you have specific things for artists. So say more about it.
Yeah, I have specific things, but I also had some feedback from people that are not strict. I mean, they are kind of art connected, but not visual artists. That they say, "Oh, I can use that." Yeah, because before the course, I did a challenge, and some people participated and gave me this feedback. But about the course, there are 5 modules. Yeah. And how did I came up with this idea? I think that first you have to build your confidence to start applying to shows. Because I know people that say, oh, I have these works, but I never showed, or they say, oh, it's just a hobby, and then you see the works and it's not hobby. Yeah, it's just that the person needs a little push so that they start to show their works. Yeah. And I'm not even talking about selling, but just show the works. Yeah. And so the first module is confidence as an artist. Yeah. And then the second one is, okay, so you decided, oh, now I have, yeah, I will try to show somewhere. So then where to show? Because not all the places will be a good fit for you. You have to consider what stage you are. Yeah, if you are in the beginning of your career, or if you are mid-career, or if you can, yeah, you want to even go to the next levels. Yeah, and how to find these places and apply. Yeah, to prepare a good application or proposal. Then once you apply, you can have 2 answers, yeah, yes or no. So yes would be module 3, that is preparing your next exhibition, because there are all kinds of exhibitions. There are ones that they prepare everything. You just take your works there and they take care of everything. But some other places, normally low commission galleries or I don't know, nonprofits. Sometimes, yeah, you are responsible for the marketing or for other aspects or even the installation. So how do you, yeah, you manage all these things without being overwhelmed? Yeah. So we can do an exercise and I explain how I prepare. And this is module 3. But in case you get a no, yeah, the 4th module is rejected. Yeah, how do you deal with this? It will be very common to get rejections. But how do you? Of course, each person is different, and you have different ways to deal with your emotions. But in a more professional way, yeah, how do you? Like create a system so that you don't feel so demotivated, or how this wouldn't affect you so much. And then the last module is cooperation and collaboration. Yeah, because I think that at least most of people that I talk to, we grew up in this competition environment. Yeah, and I'm not saying that there is no competition and there's there are no people that have sometimes bad intentions. Yeah, but I think that when you collaborate or cooperate with other people, yeah, it's easier for you, it's easier for the other people. So how do you do this how do you take really actions? Yeah, not because I think that everybody, oh yeah, that's very good, it's cool to collaborate. How do you actually do that? Yeah, because you have to create this habit, because I think that we are trained to always, even if yeah, if it's your friend, some place in the back of your mind you think, why not me? Or, you know, you have this kind of envy, or like, oh, they didn't ask me, so I'm not going to offer my help, or yeah, this kind of. So how do you take a little action, little steps, so that this become yeah, more natural for you?
This sounds like a super course for anybody who's an artist. How does a person participate in this course?
Well, this I did this course in person, yeah, in some places, and now I'm launching this online course so that you can attend on the day, or you can just see the recordings later. And yeah, you register, so you have access to the online live meetings where, yeah, I'll be talking and also sharing my screen with some other materials. Depending on the material, I will send to the participants so that they can practice at home. Yeah, some like small handouts, PDF. And there is also an option that is you can just take the course, or you can also participate in the Q&A sessions that happen in another day. Yeah. And during the online live meeting, there will be a small Q&A time. But for me, it happens that if someone asks me, like I'm still digesting the content, and someone will ask me, do you have any question? Then I usually say, no. Yeah. And then later, when you start to read in the material or trying to apply something, then you start having questions. So that's why I decided to do an extra day, yeah, just to answer these questions.
This sounds like a super course. If I were an artist, which I'm not really, but if I were an artist, I would totally want to take.
You are a healing artist, yeah.
A different type of art, a different type of creativity, to be sure.
Yeah.
See, what other thing? So this is a question that I was thinking of earlier.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing about this course?
My favorite thing, let's see, from my point of view, it's a little selfish, but the thing is that a lot of people say this, and I think that is true, that when you teach, you learn, you know? So for me, every time that I'm teaching something, because sometimes you are also not aware of something. Then someone makes you a question and you give the answer, and then you said, oh, why didn't I, I had applied this to myself.
Yeah.
So this is one thing. But the other thing is that sometimes it's not right after, but after a while, if I'm still in touch with people, they give me the feedback and they say, oh, I applied that, or that conversation that we had on that class was really eye-opening, or it made me think about other views or things that I usually don't think about. So I think that this for me is rewarding, and that's why I keep doing and offering this course, because I had this feedback.
Nice. That's rewarding to have that. As a teacher, that's rewarding to hear that.
It is, yeah.
So I noticed from your bio that you've had exhibitions in Brazil and Japan and the US, and now you're in North Carolina. So can you share something about what all of these different experiences all over the world, what do they have in common? What have you learned that exhibiting anywhere in the world, and how do all of these different experiences affect your course, organizing your artistic path?
Well, I think that in a way, both when I'm teaching language and arts, it makes me understand better that people have different culture and different ways of learning, or because of course, every person has a different personality, but there are some things that are common to Brazilian people, to Japanese people, and that you can see, yeah, in the learning style, so to say. I think that in this sense, for example, about collaboration and cooperation, Japanese people are normally more reserved, yeah. Like, but on the other hand, since they are small, because they live in a very small country, yeah, you grow up with this idea that you are supposed to help your community, your neighbors, yeah. But individually, yeah, they are more reserved, yeah. So, and here, what I feel is that and please, yeah, this is not positive or negative, yeah, but I think that there is some kind of idea that you are supposed to do things by yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that and maybe that's why people don't offer a lot of things and they don't ask help. It's not because they are not generous or because, yeah, they don't want to help or they don't need help. But it's just because I think that there is this idea that you have to prove that you can do everything by yourself. Yeah. That it happens in many different places. Yeah, I grew up with a little of these. Sometimes in Japan you also have this, but I feel this very strong here.
Great. Okay.
I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe as a foreigner. Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else that you would like to share with people who are watching so that they can learn more about your course? Like, for example, what's the easiest way to get in touch with you and anything else that you want people to know?
Well, the easiest way is sending me an email, yeah, because probably people are not familiar with the country in North Carolina, but sometimes like phone connections or they're not good. So the safest,
Really?
yeah. That's why I don't give my phone number to a lot of people because I may not be able to, yeah, depending on the place, I can have good connection, yeah. Which for me, sometimes it's good, yeah, but sometimes when I need to communicate, it might be a problem. So send me an email, but I have also my page on Facebook, Instagram, so whatever is easier for you. And even if you don't want to participate in this course, if you have any questions, yeah, I will be happy to try to help you.
So I guess I want to just talk about these ways to contact you. So your two websites are www.printosynthesis.com.
Yes.
Printo, printosynthesis.com, or www.ely, E-L-Y, Urbanski, URBANSKI.com.
Yes.
And then the email is Ely, E-L-Y, at printosynthesis.com.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
The Printosynthesis is a little difficult to say, but it's just think about photosynthesis, but it's print. That's why it's Printosynthesis.
Oh, interesting. Thank you. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to share tonight?
Oh, I think that it's about that. Yeah. Thanks for having me. Yeah, in your interview.
Yeah.
I think that it was fun. And let me just say that the next time I will interview you. Yeah. So if you want to know a little more about Elizabeth Kennedy's work, she's an awesome healer. Yeah. But we are gonna talk more about this next time.
Awesome. Thank you, Ely. Always a
Thank
pleasure to be
you.
with you. Okay, see you later.
See you. Bye.